How to price your services, and what I want to start with the moment I got it badly wrong. Early in one of my businesses, I priced a piece of work. It felt high to me. I felt like I was pushing it. I sent a number and the client came back in under 10 minutes. No negotiation, no questions, just yes. That instant yes should have felt like a win. Instead, it told me the price was wrong. Not too high, too low. Because when a client does not flinch, you have probably just shown them the gap between what you charge and what the problem is actually worth. That is the shift this video is about. How to price your services by the weight of the problem, not the hours on the clock. And by the end, you will see that the $1,000 you are looking for is probably already inside the work you are doing right now. The normal advice says check what everyone else charges. Then pick a number somewhere in the middle. That is one sentence, and it is not enough. Because if you copy someone else's price, you also copy their confidence, their proof, and their market. You need your own logic. The trap is what I call the hourly rate trap. You think the client is buying 1 hour, but they are not. They are buying a result. Save time, less stress, a cleaner process, a decision made faster, a problem they no longer carry home. You do not get free by renting out your time forever. That hits hard for dads, because if every dollar you earn needs another hour from you, your family pays twice. They lose the hour. Then they get the tired version of you after it. So pricing is not just a money skill, it's a family protection skill. And the framework that fixes this is called dad math pricing. 3 steps. First, list the problems. Second, calculate the cost. Third, tie the price to family time. Think of it like fixing a leak at home. You're not paying the plumber for the 35 minutes. You're paying because the ceiling stops getting ruined. You're paying because someone knew exactly what to look for. That is value, and you have been delivering that at your work for years. First, list 3 problems you have solved at work. Not your job title, not your responsibilities. Problems. A messy handover. A report that used to take 5 hours and now takes 30 minutes. A team missing deadlines until you built a simple rhythm. A client onboarding mess you cleaned up. A decision nobody could make until you put it in front of them clearly. Write 3. The rule is simple. If people came to you because something was unclear, slow, stressful, or broken, there is value there. Here's the question before we go to step 2. What is one problem on the list that someone relied on you to fix in the last 6 months? Drop it in the comments. Not the price, just the problem. Because naming the problem is step 1 of pricing it. Second, calculate the cost. This is where dad math gets real. Ask 3 questions. How much time did this problem waste each week? Who was affected by it? What changed when you fixed it? Let's say a broken reporting process wasted 5 hours a week. That is 20 hours a month. If the person affected cost the business $50 an hour, that is $1,000 a month in lost time. Before you count the stress, the delays, the poor decisions made without the right data. So charging $1,000 to fix that process does not sound wild. It sounds fair because the problem was already costing that. You were just calling it Tuesday. The $1,000 was already there, hidden inside the work you were already doing. And that is the point of this whole video. You do not have to invent a new skill. You have to make the value of an existing one visible. Third, tie the price to family time. This is the part most pricing advice misses. For a working dad, price is not just about income. It is about what the work costs the home. If you have charged $250 for something that takes 10 hours, you have sold family time too cheaply. That is $25 an hour before tax, energy, admin, and recovery. And those 10 hours were probably evenings, maybe a Saturday morning. Maybe the hours where your kids were asking you to play. That price did not just undercharge the client, it overcharged your family. So use the 5-hour test. Ask this: could I solve the problem in 5 focused hours? Would solving it be worth $1,000 to the right person? Would I still feel good doing this after dinner, knowing what it creates at home? That is the dad math pricing. Not cheap, not greedy, clear. Your first price may not be perfect. That is fine. You're not trying to become a pricing expert this week. You're trying to stop saying random numbers from fear. A simple structure. I help you fix blank in 30 days. So you get blank result. The price is $1,000. Then stop talking. Silence after the price is not a tactic. It is self-control. The nervous version of this is you say the price, then immediately explain it, justify it, and add 2 free extras before they even said a word. Do not do that. Say the price, breathe. Let the other person think. That pause will tell you more about your own identity than any spreadsheet. Quick one before we keep going. If you need clarity on what to build before you price anything, grab the free Business Fit blueprint inside the Father to Founder School community. It takes about 45 minutes with their guide, list, price, and define method. Not a pricing tool. It helps you see what problem you are actually solving and for whom. The link is in the description. Here's what this comes down to. You're not starting from zero. You already have evidence. You have solved real problems. You have seen what breaks inside real businesses. The work is to package one of those problems into a result someone can understand and pay for. Because when you price too low, you do not just shortchange yourself. You expose your family to a business that needs too many hours to matter. That is not freedom. That is another job with worse boundaries. The goal is to stop pricing like nobody will say yes. Your move this week is the $1,000 problem audit. Pick one problem you have solved at work. Write what it used to cost. Time, stress, mistakes, delays. Then write the 30-day result you could create for someone else. Then write the price. $1,000. Say it out loud. Do not apologize. Do not explain. Just practice hearing yourself say it. Because your next level is not always a new skill. Sometimes it's finally charging for the skill your salary has been hiding. Next, I will show you how to find side hustle ideas without chasing random things online.